Brett and Sandy Hendricks welcome you to LakinSports.com and Lakin Bronx Sports on YouTube for live coverage of Lakin High Purple and Gold basketball. Purple and Gold basketball is brought to you by these great supporters of Lakin High. The KCB Bank of Lakin and Garden City, the agency of Lakin and Garden City, your full-line insurance agency, the Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsimo, Matt Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin, Shelter Insurance, Gwen Wechter, East Highway 50, Lakin, Flashbacks Diner, West Highway 50, Lakin, the Golden Plains Credit Union, Life with a Touch of Gold, Lakin Recreation Commission, Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin, Lakin, Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin, the Kearney County Economic Development, Ralph Goodnight, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, and D-Bach Metals of Lakin. Now let's head courtside with the voice of Lakin High Sports, Mr. Brett Hendricks.
And a good Saturday afternoon. We're back here with Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube for the second and final game of the day and the sixth and final game of a three-day stretch here at the 36th annual Goodland Topside Tipoff. I'm Brett Hendricks along with Kaylin King and my son Jared Hendricks. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we can do one game without any major issues, but hopefully I'm not speaking too soon. But our third place contest today will feature the Lakin Bronx after suffering their first loss of the year last night at the hands of Colby by the score of 68-60. And the Norton Blue Jays, they were losers to Goodland by the score of 65-28. The Bronx and Blue Jays meeting for the fourth time in this tournament. Bronx own a 2-1 advantage in this series. And the last time these two teams met, of course they met last year, but the last time these two teams met was in the sub-state semifinals at Lakin this past March, with Lakin winning that one 57-47. And these two teams have championship game history, with the Bronx beating the Blue Jays in 2020. Just over 2 minutes to go before we tip things off here. And you know what? We've got a lot of great sponsors to make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. And I know we've struggled to get them all played. And while we have a minute, I'm going to play a couple of them. And those of you watching, please thank all of those sponsors that make what we do possible, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been able to do this for now our 18th year. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at the one and only fantastic Flashbacks Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
And welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Kaylin King and my son Jared Hendricks. We're getting ready for third place game basketball here at the 36th annual Goodland Topside Tip-Off. We will break before the introduction of our starting lineups for the national anthem, which they do before every contest here at the Max Jones Fieldhouse.
For the 36th annual Topside Tipoff tournament. If you take a look at the scoreboard, your home team in white are the Norton Blue Jays, and your visiting team in purple are the Lakin Bronx. Remember, as you cheer for your favorite team and favorite player, we do ask you to join all of us in setting an example of good sportsmanship for today and future events. Now, as you are able, please rise, remove your head covering, and observe our nation's flag as Miley Roth and Ariel Yeagle from Lakin sing our national anthem.
Excellent job with the national anthem.
And now, it's time for our starting lineup for this third and fourth place game.
And now for the introduction of our starting lineups. As they introduce them on the floor, we will introduce them on the air as we get set. Bronx will be the visitors on the scoreboard wearing the road purple uniforms. The Blue Jays, the home team, on the scoreboard in white. For the Bronx, let's go first with the Blue Jays. Wearing number 1, a 5'9" senior, Tice Melvin. Wearing number 2, a 6'2" senior, Eli Jones. Wearing number 3 for the Blue Jays, a 5'10" junior, Rylan Murray. Wearing number 14, a 6'1" junior, Tyler Backman. And wearing number 35, a 6'2" senior, Tyler Stewart. The Blue Jays are coached by Doug Rusink. The starters for your Lakin Bronx, wearing number 0, a 6'1" senior, averaging just over 8.5 points per game, Adric Gomez-Escobar. Wearing number 2, a 6'7" senior, averaging 7.5 points per game, Austin Ritzma. Wearing number 4, on the floor just being introduced, a 6'6" senior, averaging over 15 points per game, Nicholas Dume Bakali. Wearing number 21, a 5'8" senior, Drew Patterson. Drew, averaging 8 points per game. And wearing number 24, the 5th and final starter for Lakin, averaging 14 points a game. He's a 6'2" senior, Coulter Oldham. The Bronx under 11th year head coach Nate Schmidt. The assistant coaches Taylor Lovelady and Hunter Kirby. Lakin comes in averaging 75.5 points per game and looking to get back on the winning side of things after suffering their first loss of the year last night to Colby. Our situation up here is perfect now. That sun has gotten to the other side of the door jamb or the wall there. We do not have the sun beating down on us. So Jared still didn't go change his sweatshirt, but he's feeling a little bit better than he did.
Yep.
Great addition there, Jared. Don't overspeak it there.
Well, usually my mic's never turned on, so didn't know what to do there.
Well, I can handle that. You know, it's just like speak when spoken to, and I control that.
I hear myself talk enough, so I don't want to hear myself talk to myself again.
Nico and Tyler Backman set to tip this off. Backman got a little antsy, so they had to wait and redo it. But the tip owned by Lakin. Nico, turnaround, 12-footer, in and out, won't go. When the rebound to Tyler Backman. Bronx, of course, in full court pressure. Eli Jones with the crossover. They work it left side. That three is short, and Adric with the rebound. Up the floor, Nico. Spin move. Missed it off the glass, got the rebound. Missed it there, but he'll go to the line. Nico, a little bit of a struggle last night. He finished with 10 points, but he was involved with all of the mess that started the fourth quarter last night. And I'll tell you what, the young man felt bad. We saw him at the, and they said he's on the line. Okay.
Good start.
Yeah, the foul was on Tyler Backman. Nico with another opportunity here, and that's too strong off the rim. But I'll tell you what, I mean, it was just the whole situation, and I've talked to some Colby people today, and they said, you know, it's just a bad deal that all of that happened because that was a good basketball game between two good teams. Eli Jones gets the roll, and the Blue Jays are on the board first. Underneath, Coulter from the low block, spin move. Ducks in off the glass. Oh, can't get the roll.
Good rebound.
Austin with the putback. He does get the roll. And we are tied at 2. So I know, you know, just being around Nico last night, he felt awful.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad. But, you know, it's one of those, you learn from it and you go.
Right.
Tyler Stewart backside lays it up and in. Norton back on top, and a steal. Steal by Ryland Murray. Like I said, it was unfortunate last night, everything that happened, but this team will learn from it, and they will grow from it. And Coulter with the hold on the drive from the corner. That'll be his first foul. That night that Lakin beat Norton in the championship game here, that was the night of the snowstorm that we had to stick around, right? I think that was the night they'd send everybody home.
I think so.
While we have a timeout on the floor, we've got some Lakin alumni graduating from Kansas State University today, well, this weekend. And they're still trying to figure it out at the scores table. Hadley Panzer, Ryan Ryder Panzer, Jay Escabel, and they all graduate from Kansas State University this weekend. So congratulations to those youngsters. Proud of you. Stay in school, stay with your parents as long as you can. Don't go out in the real world. Oh, we've got a technical on Norton. Must have been a book violation. So, yeah, for those of you, you know, live with your parents as long as you can. And their parents are wanting to shoot me right now. But a shout out to all of those families. They've been great support for us at Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, lakinsports.com, and we greatly appreciate it. And like I said, congratulations to all of you on your graduation this weekend. So Nico will shoot the free throws. And that time after missing his first two, he hits those two. And that'll even us up at 4 apiece, and it'll be Bronx basketball. Nico drive, right side, layup, good.
He does so well when he gets downhill.
Yeah, we were talking before the game. He's going to come out and play a little angry today.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go attack that rim and try to rip it off.
Yeah.
I guarantee you this game's going to definitely favor him being the point leader tonight.
Turnaround on the baseline, nowhere to go. 3 out front, it's short. And the rebound to Eli Jones. Takes it to the baseline, kicks it out front. Nico did everything. He altered that shot, altered that possession. Drew into Ritzma. Off the glass,
move.
got it to go. One thing with this game, though, you look at the lineup for Norton. They are a very athletic bunch of kids, but 6'2" is their tallest player.
Right.
Lakin's got the bookends underneath at 6'6" and 6'7". Jones in the corner, drives baseline, leans in. Ritzma altered the shot, may have got a hand on it. Put back, no good. And the loose ball out front. Adric with it, up the floor. Ritzma, knocked away by Tyler Stewart. That was as tight a window as you could try to fit it, but Adric almost got it in there to Austin. Tyler Holloway into the lineup for the Bronx. Just over 3 minutes in, the Bronx on top, 8-4.
Great job. That was a good take.
I was going to say,
Okay, who was that?
Nico.
Nico, okay.
It was a great job to come down with it instead of just trying to go for the tip play.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out my points here. I'm already off.
Nico 6 and
Austin-
Austin 4.
Austin 4, okay. I just didn't have the 2 free throws. I'll wake up before we're done.
Hopefully.
From the far corner, Stewart dribbles it out front and throws it into the Lakin bench. And it goes back to the Bronx. Been a good group of Lakin fans that have made the trip to Goodland. Not so much maybe Thursday night, but last night and today, of course. Nico short on that attempt, and I don't know, did the defender get a hand on it? I wasn't real sure.
No.
You wouldn't think he'd miss it that short, but I wonder if something didn't happen to his wrist or his hand. He's got it taped up pretty good today. Near steal out front,
Oh, yeah.
and it is. Nico out in front.
Boom!
Jams it home. Nico, maybe that's what the tape's for,
Yeah,
to protect that wrist.
maybe.
Jones ran into his own teammate out front, almost walked with it. Now they work it back out front to Melvin. Melvin drives and hits the layup.
Oh, Shaky almost was not out of bounds. He almost sold himself out of that one.
Well, you know what? We talked about that last night too. That there were a couple instances, I think, with Coulter throwing it in was not
Yeah.
quite out of bounds yet. Nico drives. High off the glass, has it, and he's already in double figures with 10.
Have your day.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Bronx back up by 8. Stop. Just inside the paint. Shot by Murray is short. Adric spins, loses the handle, and he's going to get the foul. Just a little bit out of control. The Bronx in transition there. Eric Munson into the lineup for the Bronx. Two and a half to play first quarter. Norton basketball. And a foul in the backcourt. Munson with the basketball. That foul will go against Eli Jones. it out front. Just curious, the start that Nico's off to, 10 points in the first 6 minutes. Looking at just most points in a game, going to have to really work. That's 58.
Oh.
Ooh.
Semi Ojale with Ottawa did that in 2012. And you have no idea who Semi Ojale is.
Not a clue.
No idea.
He went from Ottawa and played for Duke.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Yeah, he was a great player. Ritzma out front, 3 off the mark, and the Bronx with the rebound. Nico misses short, and the rebound off to the Blue Jays. Yeah, when Ottawa came to this tournament 2 or 3 years in a row, he definitely dominated while he was here. Lakin up the floor off the miss, and there's a steal. Eli Jones from the right wing, 3, no good, and the putback is good by Ryland Murray. Norton in a 3-2 zone. Well, no, I think it's man. That defender followed Munson out. Oh, and Ross is going to get
Good
called
hustle.
for. That's a hustle foul, but you know, that one's no harm, no foul. He's on the floor just trying to reach around his leg to grab a basketball. Ross Ryder with the foul. Eli Jones to inbound on the sideline nearest to us. And Ryland Murray takes it deep in the backcourt, guarded by Shaky. And a steal by Drew Patterson. Cross-court pass near side, Patterson. He'll fire from 3. Got it! Drew Patterson with the 3. He had 3 last night on his way to 11 points. You know, Drew did not hit a 3 in that opening game at Wallace County. And he's definitely found the stroke since. 3 just before the buzzer. And that'll do it for our first quarter. The Bronx jump out quick. And after 1 period of play, they lead the Norton Blue Jays by the score of 17-8. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Bronx basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube and LakinSports.com. We're back after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with Wellness Center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Norton basketball as we start the second quarter. Brett Hendricks along with Kalen King and Jared Hendricks. And the official sets it on the floor, says, okay, time's up, let's go. But Norton gets it in plenty of time. Layup missed, and the putback by Eli Jones is good. Bronx quick up the other end. Noah thought about the 3, Now they work it to Coulter. He takes the top of the key. We'll hand it off to Shaky, and they'll set the offense up. Dish to Ritzma, missed, but able to get his rebound and put it back up and in. Bronx now lead it by 9, their biggest lead of the first half. And we've got a whistle. That'll be on Tice Melvin. Drew with the inbounds. And they work it back out front. Adric, the drive. And they'll have to work it back out, reset the offense. Noah sets, that's short, but he gets the rebound. Noah in the paint won't go. And it's out front. Coulter on the drive. Double pump layup, good. Actually, with the double pump, he really wasn't as much traffic as he thought he might been. But he still had the body control to hit the shot. Got a foul on the drive. That'll be on Noah Garcia. Just look at it as good practice for when he is in traffic. He'll have it down, right?
Exactly.
Bronx with their biggest lead. 6:45 to go in the half. Jones in the paint, no good. And Adric steals a rebound away from him, and he takes it to the other end. Over to Coulter, 3 from the right wing, got it. Coulter Oldham with the bucket, he has 5, and that's a 14-point Bronx lead. Melvin on the drive, blocked by Coulter, but Coulter will be called with the body.
Oh, Noah.
Noah.
Oh, it was Noah.
Yep. Called the body on him underneath.
Okay. You know, it was either 2 on Noah or going to be 2 on Coulter, one of the two. And it's 2 shots to Tice Melvin. Melvin's free throw in and out. Tyler Holloway back into the lineup. And Nico in as well. I think when I introduced Nico, I said Doom, but it is Dumay. It just hit me.
I think you said Dume.
Did I?
I thought you did too, yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're just saying it.
You just added on to it.
Trying to make me feel good.
Me.
Nico, the rebound off the miss, able to put it back in with the left hand. Nico now with 12.
Pretty sure you said Dume, but then you added on the other last name too, and that's what threw me off.
Bacali?
Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Well, and part of his name is Stefan. I think it's Stefan Nicholas Dume Bacali, I believe is what Nate told me. I think.
I just know Nico.
He wants to go by Nico.
I couldn't tell you.
He wants to go by Nico, and that's what we're going with. From the left wing, dribbles up top looking for space. Kick pass in the corner, Shaky. 3 is strong. Eli Jones with the rebound. On the right wing, 3 by Tice Melvin. Won't go. And it'll stay with Lakin. Coulter tried to save it in. Nico to the floor. And he's helped that back up by Adric. 5:25 to go in the half. Bronx with their biggest lead at 15. Out to Stewart. Now back to Jones in the corner. It's off.
Ooh, block.
And Nico with the block couldn't get it back in. Good effort, though. And Ross Ryder back into the lineup for Lakin. Backside off the inbounds, Tice Melvin with the easy lay-in. Bronx fell asleep on the backside of the defense there. Adric on the far wing. Man-to-man defense by the Blue Jays. Adric stops in the paint, off the back iron, won't go. Ross Ryder just goes up and rips that out, but missed the putback. Tyler Stewart with the rebound, hands it off to Eli Jones. Tyler Blackman. They work it around the arc, far side to Tice Melvin. Stewart in the paint, won't go. Ryder with the rebound. Adric up the floor. Holloway layup good. Tyler Holloway, good hands in traffic. Great pass by Adric. Lead is back to 15. Tice Melvin behind the back. Can't shake the defense. Now dribbles near side. Jones shoots it over Holloway and hits it. And a 30-second timeout called by the Bronx. 3:59 to go in this first quarter.
The Blue Jays.
By Norton.
I mean, second quarter.
No,
It was
timeout
Norton.
by Norton.
Okay.
I want to keep correcting you because you messed it up a lot yesterday, so we're going to get this one right.
Okay. You take over.
You know how this game works. I'll stay silent until you have to turn that mic back on.
I'm going to turn it on just to talk to Kalen, not you.
Yeah.
See the parental abuse that I
needed one. I haven't had one all day.
I would have got you one.
It's
You don't
okay.
need to do
It's
that.
okay.
Nico drives top of the key. Too strong off the glass. Oh, Ross will be called over the back on that rebound. And that'll be 2 fouls on Ross Ryder. Melvin with the inbounds, guarded by Nico. Oh, almost a near steal, almost a steal by Ross, trailing that play. Melvin from the corner. 3 up top, rolls around, won't go. And the Bronx go the other way. Left wing, up top, Holloway. In and out, won't go. And Eli Jones with the rebound.
Oh.
What they call just
Backcourt.
last.
There was no possession there.
Dominic Volling into the lineup for the Blue Jays. Inbounds in the backcourt to Rylan Murray. Now double teamed at midcourt. Oh, tell you what, if Holloway could have just had an angle to see that ball, that was an easy steal. And then Adric with the steal, but he's going to get called for the foul. It actually takes Tyler Stewart to the floor. Both players back up, though. And they will take Stewart out. Ashton Katz into the lineup for the Blue Jays. Once again, Norton on the inbounds has to send it deep into the backcourt. 3 from the corner. Nico there with the rebound. Spin move away from the defender.
Oh, downhill.
And he walked.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of see what Schmidt's saying.
Yeah.
Hey, when you got long legs, it does look like a travel, but
Yeah.
Well, my gosh, he can take off from the top of the key and hit a layup.
yeah, and it's only 2 steps. Just
And
depends
honestly,
on how slow-mo.
And honestly, people are probably going to think I'm crazy here, but I would like to see him just take off by himself, because I guarantee he could take off from the free throw line and Jordan it.
Oh, probably.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, Jordan was famous from that dunk contest from the free throw line. But I'll tell you what, Nico's long, and I think he could probably do it too. Air ball underneath. Nico with the rebound, outlet to Holloway. Bronx sprint the other way. Holloway
From behind.
Oh!
From
What
behind.
an angle off the back.
I thought that was definitely going to doink off the side from this angle.
Yeah.
Wow. Underneath, missed. Nico with the rebound. And the Bronx go the other way. Austin wanted a nope there. Coulter with the 3 out front. Coulter now with 8. And a near steal, but the Blue Jays control. Bronx on top by 18. Eli Jones dribbles far side. And they work it to the near side.
Ooh, that wasn't touched.
I don't think he did.
It wasn't.
3 in and out won't go. Nico with another rebound. Coulter wide open. Great vision by Tyler Holloway. Coulter now in double figures with 10. And a timeout on the floor. And it's a full timeout as well. 1:08 to go in our first half. The Bronx trying to run away with it. They lead it by 20, 35-15. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin, is a proud supporter of Lakin High School sports and Lakin USD 215. Matthew has owned his accounting firm since November 2014 and completes tax returns for farm-related activities that include farmers and ranchers' personal tax returns, grow yards, and crop dusters. Matthew is a certified public accountant in charge of raising funds to create an endowment fund for USD 215. Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin.
(35-15), Bronx leading the Blue Jays in the third place contest here at the 36th annual Goodland Topside Tip-Off. Bronx with full court, man pressure on the inbound. And Ritzma with the steal, ball loose on the floor. And honestly, it should have been a travel because he slid on the floor. And Nico out of nowhere to block that shot. Holloway got tangled up underneath, gets up a little gimpy. Yeah, I think he's okay. Eli Jones with the deep inbounds to Tice Melvin. Melvin across the timeline, guarded by Ritzma.
Oh, yeah. Yep, couldn't do much with that one.
No, Eli Jones just like, okay, catch it, turn it over.
Yeah.
I'm too far in. Bronx basketball, 42 seconds to go in the half. Coulter with it, top of the key to Nico. Nico looking to drive, and a foul on the drive. Just the second foul of the quarter for Norton. The Bronx have committed 4. So the Bronx will inbound on their baseline. Coulter in the corner, out front to Holloway, now into Nico. Nico backing in, hesitates. Oh, too strong off the back iron. Up the floor to Katz, and they throw it away. The Bronx, even when they don't have numbers, have a tendency to speed up their opponent. Norton had a 3-on-1 at one time.
Yeah.
And ended up throwing it away. Because Tice Melvin was wide open for an easy layup.
It's the benefit of us having long arms because they have to make the extra up and over than most times against other teams. So,
well, and it
all
all
unforced errors.
Yeah, and it all started out in the corner down here. When you're trapped in the corner and you got Nico and his long arms.
Yeah.
Now, That's hard to do.
It's like trying to see above the tree line. It ain't going to work if you're standing at the base.
Melvin with the inbounds, 5 seconds to go. In the corner, Holloway went high, and the shot no good. And that's the end of the first half, and a good half for the Bronx as they lead it 35-15. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the first half numbers, and we'll talk to Lady Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway. You're watching Bronx basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube at lakinsports.com. We're back after this.
Without our great sponsors for the past 18 years, Lakin Sports would not have been able to bring you these sporting events on the internet. Big thanks goes out to KCB Bank of Lakin and Garden City, the agency of Lakin and Garden City, Lakin Hay Fred Ripson, a proud supporter of Lakin High, Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin, great food and great times. Gwen Wechter Shelter Insurance Lakin at the red, white, and blue shelter sign East Highway 50. Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, keeping your community connected. Along with Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin Street, Lakin, a pharmacy you can trust. The Gurney County Economic Development Ralph Goodnight. The Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell. Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin. D-Bach Metals, Dwayne Bachman, player of the game medal sponsor. And Flashbacks Diner, West Highway 50, Lakin. Step back to the 50s. It is time to head back now to the voice of the Lakin Bronx and the Lakin Lady Bronx, Mr. Brett Hendricks.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks with you, along with Kaylin King and Jared Hendricks. We're at the halftime entertainment going on. Let's look at the first half numbers. Eli Jones leading the way for Norton with 6. Tice Melvin following with 5. Rylan Murray and Tyler Stewart with 2 points apiece. From the free throw line, Norton 1 for 2, just attempting 2 free throws in the first half. For the Bronx, they were led by Nico with 12 points. Coulter Odom following him with 10 points, following him in double figures. Austin Ritsma with 6. Tyler Holloway with 4. And Drew Patterson with a 3. From the free throw line, Austin 2 for 2. Nico is 2 for 4. Bronx 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. And now we're waiting for our halftime interview. Mr. Holloway, I think he forgot. I could tell by his reaction. It's like, oh, I got to get up there. You almost forgot, didn't you?
No, I just didn't know how loud this would be.
We'll talk over it.
Okay.
I mean, I like the halftime entertainment, but the problem is when the music that they play gets me in trouble on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's copyrighted music, and I'm re-airing it. I could see it if I was making money off of this. I don't understand all that copyright stuff, but I'm trying to be good and play by the rules. So we'll do it. Unfortunately, the Lady Bronx saw a one-game win yesterday go by the wayside today, and as good as they looked yesterday, it was not there for the Lady Bronx. Really struggling out of the gate, only had 4 points at half, and not a lot's going to go your way when you can only score 4 points and a half.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that we did pretty good last night that we decided to not do those today. I don't really have a true, real answer for you of why. It's something that we'll get a chance to go back and watch more film, which is good for us to be able to see. So Yeah, it's something we'll have to try to correct in practice as well.
Exactly, and you know, it's right now, and all teams are going through it right now. It's the 4th game in the last 8 days, and it's not going to get any better because 3 days from now they're back on the court playing at home. But maybe sometimes just 3 games in a row early really test your conditioning and how ready you are. And sometimes you get tired. Well, you get tired, you get mentally exhausted. I don't know if that's the case, and that's probably a horrible excuse to even try to talk about it. But that does come into play sometimes.
Yeah, I think sometimes you say excuse is a little bit different than just the truth. The truth was that we are young. We've already had these conversations about how young we are, and with that youth, it definitely is a mental toughness and being tired mentally that then turns into physical tired quicker. So it is a factor. It really is.
Yeah. Turnovers were the key to this basketball game today. Like I said, McCook jumped out, really benefited from the turnovers. They led 22-4 at the end of the first quarter, but the Lady Bronx did nothing in the second quarter and still only had 4 points. McCook, not a great second quarter, but they still outscored Lakin 7-0. And then, from there on, it's it's a big win for your opponent. But the turnovers were big that McCook was able to capitalize on them, and Lakin, what ones they got, couldn't.
Yeah. Coming out after half, after scoring 4 points in the first quarter, 0 in the second quarter, and at least not giving up.
Yeah.
We came out, we scored 14 points. It wasn't maybe exactly how we still wanted it to happen, but it wasn't where we just tanked it and scored 4 more points in the second half. So I mean, and they still had their team in until the last little bit. So it wasn't against their second team. So it's something that we're gonna have to build on and talk about.
And it still comes down to there again, and we talk about it up here, is the confidence. You just have to be confident. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Everybody's going to make mistakes, and just sometimes it seems like even whoever's handling the ball or an inlet pass, and they throw it out real quick.
Yeah.
Don't get a chance to look, and the confidence needs to build. I thought that confidence built yesterday as well as they played yesterday, and today it just seemed a little bit more timid. Ben, like you said, it's a young basketball team and a lot to learn from, but just confidence is going to be more than anything because these girls can do this. I can see it if you hadn't picked up a basketball until just this year, but they've been playing since they're in 3rd grade. So, the game is not new. It's just different things as you progress up the years that you learn. But I think that more than anything, confidence is going to be the key.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we can get some of that. It's going to be probably up and down year where one game will look like we have a lot of confidence. The next game, maybe not. It's going to be that way. I'm hoping that I can make that fewer times of the of the non-confident part, but it's going to be. It's hoping that I don't want to say rebuilding, but when we're this young, it is. It's a fact, and we need to see how good we can get this year to propel us into next year.
Erin Michaelis in double figures for the Lady Bronx now for the second night in a row. She finished with 12, but I really think as Erin grows into her game, the Lady Bronx will do it. We've talked about Lilia Viz the same way, leading this basketball team. She's your point guard. No points today.
Yeah.
You need points out of your point guard. And Erin's going to be one of those that gets points as well. But Lilia battling foul trouble again today. He had 4 fouls, and that seems to take a point guard or any player out of their game when you battle some foul trouble.
Yeah, her and Tabry.
Yeah.
2 starters that don't score. I know we didn't score a lot of points, but you have 2 starters don't score. That's not good. So you're going to have to figure out a way to fix that. Got any ideas?
I didn't have you turned up. Didn't even get your answer. She still answered no.
Practice. Practice.
Yeah, practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe use that nice gun that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Well, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us here today. And, the 3-day grind is about over.
It is.
It's going to be nice to get back to our own beds tonight and a day to kind of recoup. And
Back
man,
at
it gets
it.
two
Back
more
at it,
next
huh?
week.
Yep.
But jump into league play next Tuesday as Sublette comes to town. So it'll be good for one to get back on the home floor.
Yes,
definitely.
Yep.
Well, thanks a lot, Coach.
Okay.
You guys travel safe going back, and we look forward to talking to you next week.
All right. Thank you.
You bet. Thank Coach Holloway for joining us. Once again, Lakin losing today by the score of 51-23. And now we are back in action. The Bronx with the basketball as we start our second half. Coulter drive into paint and gets the roll. Coulter now tied with Nico for game high honors, 12 points apiece. And that gives Lakin their biggest lead at 22. Drive from the left side. Tice Melvin missed it. Oh, Nico will be called on the block. You know what, though? First foul.
Yep. We'll take it.
Yes.
Understatement.
Tyler Backman at the line to shoot two. And that's off the back iron. Lakin with just 6 total fouls in the first half. Man, what a change of 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Big change.
No kidding.
Tyler Backman hits the second free throw. And the Bronx quick up the other end. Austin thought about the three. Coulter posting up in the low block. Turns, fires it back out to Ritzman. Oh, ball fake. Three off the glass, won't go. Drew Patterson with the rebound out to Shaky. He'll fire from three. Short.
That
Austin
looks so good.
had it stolen away as he went up with it. And we go the other way. And stolen away by Drew Patterson. Three out front, off the back iron. Nico chases it down and stolen away out front by Tice Melvin. Layup, missed.
Wow.
And Adric with the rebound. And the Bronx will set it. Adric on the drive. Tyler Stewart called for the reach. And the thing is, in the first half, Norton was only called for 3 fouls. And it was a clean half.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
You know, nothing like that foul fest we sat through last night. Nico along the side, three. And a rebound to Stewart. Melvin up the far side. Dish to Backman. Nico did a good job of trying to avoid that. Austin with the steal and just grabs it out of the air.
I'm glad that wasn't called a foul.
Yeah.
Just because he was trying to not be in the way.
Yeah. And it was a situation where I think the players just got feet tangled.
Yeah.
Austin backs in, turns, he's fouled. I think that'll be on Eli Jones. Yes, it is. That's his second. That'll send Austin to the free throw line. Austin 2 for 2 on the game. He came into the game 0 for 1 on the season. And he hits that one. And as I said that wasn't a jinx situation because I countered it by going he was 0 for 1 to start coming into the ball game. So
Hoping it works the other way.
got to try something, you know.
And it does.
And he's
for
4
once.
for 4. 4 for 4. He has 8 points. And that's a 23-point Bronx lead, their biggest of the contest. Layup good by Eli Jones.
You know, the thing is, you hear it in all the professional, too, the broadcaster jinx. So it's not just us.
Oh, I know.
It happens at all levels.
Patterson
pass.
misses from 3, and Austin right there to lay it up and in. And Drew will get called in the backcourt. His first. If it would have been over the rim, he could have
Yeah.
counted as an alley-oop. Yeah, we haven't seen one of those this tournament. We saw a couple of those attempts at Sharon Springs.
Haven't really had the chance.
No. I think that night it was kind of an emphasis to try to do it because they tried it 4 times and finally got one to work.
Yeah.
And there's just situations where you do make that work.
And we're going to see plenty of them throughout the season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That play, I always, when I look at it, it's like the coming out of a Bill Self timeout. That's what they always look to do.
Yep.
Basket underneath by Tyler Stewart. Ritzma off the glass. And he's in double figures now with 12. Inbounds off of Austin. Eli Jones just threw it off of him. He was getting close to the 5-second count because Austin kind of had that puzzled look on his face, like, what? And then Eli Jones put a hand out, slapped him 5. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to keep the possession.
Yep.
Austin, he did get the steal. I thought it was an almost steal. Oh, he pointed the wrong way. I didn't think it was last off of Ryland Murray, but we'll take it, though. Would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have.
Oh. And Austin with the steal. Oh, and he got fouled on the way. Foul on Tice Melvin. That's his second. I was told today by Austin's parents that he has family watching from Holland, I believe, this weekend. Fred said the family is watching. And Austin with the easy one.
Well, and he's putting on a show. So
Yes, he is.
Hey, power to him.
Adric with the steal. Got to get out of the paint, and he does. Coulter, nice drive. Oh, it won't go. Austin will finish it. And
30.
a 30-second timeout. Yes, the Bronx are starting to run away with it, leading by 27. Ross Ryder into the lineup. What are you keeping today? No, you're keeping a countdown.
I have to. It's my job.
Don't worry about it. I got this. You know, I figured you'd be doing this.
No. I just draw circles instead.
Yeah, that paper's full of happy faces and hearts and all.
Looks like my papers from back in high school. Not much notes going on, but plenty of pictures.
And no, it's not. It's not happy faces and hearts. I just. Substitution during the timeout. Nico with it, but he doesn't have numbers and wisely kicks it, holds it back out front. Jace Bailey into the lineup, and Austin will be called for the walk. Eric Munson into the lineup for the Bronx. Had a chance to visit with Eric's grandfather during the weekend here at Burlington, in Goodland. Burlington, what am I thinking? Oh, crap. Jones has it blocked by Nico. Eric's grandpa, a longtime friend of my dad's. And he was a doctor at Lakin. Nico, a little strong rider. Off the mark, Austin lays it over the edge and hits it. So nice to see Eric Oppliger here this week, and always nice to visit with him. Like I said, a longtime family friend.
Who was the one that made that bucket?
That was Austin.
Austin.
3 from the near corner. Bouncing around won't go. Holloway keeps it alive, and Austin comes away with it. I'd like to know what it feels like just to hold a basketball out here one-handed.
Yeah.
Munson with the 3 from the left wing, no good. Nico with the rebound. Munson drives and hits the layup. It just would be cool just to grab it like Austin does, hold it, and just kind of do whatever.
If only we could all be 6'7".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, car rides would get pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Austin called for the foul, got a hand on it.
I like
His first foul.
being able to lay down in the back seat every once in a while. Hey, by the way, just got a text. We're at 10%, but we'll be fine, I hope.
Okay. You know what? We just have to get past this game.
Yeah.
We're good till Christmas. After Christmas, I'll get more data back.
Yep.
Yeah, if we can hang on for another, well, it's getting close to the end of the third. We'll have a running clock maybe in the fourth, and then we'll be okay. Free throw good by Blackman. Did he hit both of them?
No,
Yeah.
just a second. Because it's only
Eric,
21.
Okay. Eric Munson on the other end with the layup. Tice Melvin up the floor. Reverses. Now 3 out front.
Oh.
Off the glass.
Ooh.
Got it.
He got lucky because
Missed it so bad it went in.
Noah came down on that arm too. You could definitely see that one.
Noah thought about the 3 up top to Ryder. Now Holloway. Coulter back to Tyler. Fires from the corner. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Ryder with the rebound.
Oh.
Noah and Ross into the railing. Noah saved it off Ross's head. Up the floor, Dominic Volling. Now to Melvin off the glass, and a
Got it.
charge. Eric Munson taking the charge. First charge taken for the Bronx today, I believe, isn't it?
Yep.
Ryland Murray into the lineup for Norton. Bronx have a minute 27 to get this over 30 before the end of the third quarter. I'm not asking for much.
They could do it in the fourth too. Just be nice if it was the third.
Holloway with the floater in the paint. Tyler Holloway with 6, and it's a 31-point Bronx lead. And a steal off the fingertips of, well, I thought it might have been off Tyler, but they're going to say last touch by Dominic Volling. And it'll stay with Lakin. Coulter on the left wing, over to Holloway. He'll fire from 3 and hit it from the far corner. Tyler Holloway now with 9.
Need a little bit of this shooting last night.
Boy, no kidding. Blocking foul called on the other end.
Should be Ross.
And that was on Ross Ryder, his 3rd. I want to send a shout out to Lakin's hosts this weekend, Brian Lennon and Donna Finner. When teams come to this tournament, they have 2 locals with part of their ambassadors that are assigned to each team. And Lakin, I think this is the 6th year they've been here, and they have had the same hosts every year. And they do a great job. And we'll see what we got here. They're going to talk to Nate about something. It involves Lucas.
Something about wardrobe or something. Something to go to the locker room.
Is it the undershirt?
His black undershirt barely shows, and it's no good.
No lane violation?
No, they thought it was a 1-on-1. That was the first free throw.
Oh, yep.
Second free throw is good. I don't agree with that part of the wardrobe. Now, if he had a black sleeve, things like that, but I mean, his undershirt barely had anything out of it.
Or if it was white.
Yeah.
At least purple or black is the dark neutral color.
Foul called on Coulter. That'll send Backman to the free throw line. Second foul on Coulter. Free throw off the mark. And now Lucas gets to come in. You know, kind of silly, but I don't know. Yeah.
They're getting stricter and stricter every year about what you can and can't wear.
Well, I'll tell you what they ought to do is get stricter about the capri pants that football players now wear.
Yeah, no kidding.
And they're not even capri pants anymore. It's up above the knee. I don't know how players think that. They say that if the pads are at the knees, it affects their speed. You know what? There's been a lot of fast players in the NFL over the years, and their speed was never affected.
Yeah.
Noah Garcia from the far corner with the three.
So I don't think Barry Sanders was complaining too much. He was still quick.
Bullet Bob Hayes back in the 70s was an Olympic sprinter. Never slowed him down a bit. Three, top of the key, in and out, won't go. Munson with the rebound as the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of our third quarter. The score, Lakin 61, Norton 25. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter, and the clock will be running when we return. You're watching Bronx Basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube.
Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin, is a proud supporter of Lakin High School sports and Lakin USD 215. Matthew has owned his accounting firm since November 2014 and completes tax returns for farm-related activities that include farmers and ranchers' personal tax returns, grow yards, and crop dusters. Matthew is a certified public accountant in charge of raising funds to create an endowment fund for USD 215. Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin.
(61-25), the Bronx bouncing back after a semifinal loss last night. And barring a complete, absolute miracle, will improve to 3-1 on the year. Norton basketball as we start this fourth and final quarter. Bronx lead it by 36. Jones, back cut by Melvin to Murray, and that'll go against Coulter. 3 fouls on Coulter Oldham. At the end of the contest, I said that we will be packing up. We won't do a post-game show. We'll be packing it up so we can get out of the way for Goodland Radio to get set up. But we will show a little bit of the awards presentation. Ooh. Who are they going to get on that foul? Because Noah really didn't hit an arm. And they're going to get Noah. He really didn't get his arm. His arm was on top of the basketball. So that'll send Tyler Stewart to the line. Probably the thing that sold it was just, swinging the arm. Did he miss that? Okay. Second opportunity coming up here. And that's in and out.
The one takeaway from this game is Jakey was 0.
Yeah.
But also, if I kept assists, I guarantee his assists his total's pretty high there too.
Oh, exactly. Norton basketball.
It's all about being a PG. Either you take the ball into your own hands and go score, or you make sure other people score. So just one of those games.
All the way with it up the near side. I would say with this, we have seen the last of the starters in this contest. Austin with 18 points to lead the way. McCombs underneath. He's fouled before the shot. And that would have been the first basket of the year for Lucas. And he'll have to wait for it. Foul is on Tyler Stewart, his second. Out front to Holloway. Now to Munson off the screen from Tyler, looking to drive. They'll back it out, reset it. Just over 5.5 to go. Clock is running. Holloway in the paint, hits it. I have always loved that little dribble jump shot.
Yeah.
That little mid-range jumper off the dribble. There's not a better shot in the game than that. Rylan Murray with the three. I mean, it just looks good. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'd rather have a dunk or I'd have a three. But so many kids get away from that mid-range jumper anymore.
Yeah. Just like to take it too deep into the paint and then get in trouble.
Yeah. Three out front, no good. We've got a foul on the rebound. It'll be Noah or Lucas, one of the two. And it'll be Lucas. Clock continues to run. Tice Melvin with the inbounds. Backing in on Holloway. Off the rim. And Holloway has the loose ball up the near side. Hesitates.
Great pass.
Yeah.
And Ryder lays it up and in. First bucket of the day for Ross Ryder. Stewart on the drive. Short off the glass. Ryder with the rebound, has it stolen away by Melvin. Melvin off the glass, now in double figures with 10. Lucas from the low block. Ball squirts out. Holloway from 14, can't get it to go. And McCombs with the rebound. Back over to Holloway. He'll fire from three. That's short. Ryder with the rebound, kicks it out to McCombs. Bronx reset it, 3:33 to go. Holloway, the floater, won't go. Tice Melvin with the rebound. Three from the right side. And the Bronx go the other way. Eric drive, layup, won't go, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Gosh, I wanted that roll. Tyler Stewart with the foul, his third. Fouls right now, they just don't matter. Eric hits the first free throw. Bronx. Let's see, Drew Patterson back into the lineup for Lakin. Munson's second free throw. Short. And the rebound comes off to Dominic Volling.
I was hoping we'd see 40 and 45 get subbed in there.
Yeah. From the corner, in and out, won't go. Patterson with the rebound. Drew with it out front. Gives it off to Munson. He'll fire from three. Got it. Eric Munson now with See, he had both free throws there too, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay, so he's
No,
got
he missed the second one.
Did
Okay.
he?
Yep.
I thought he hit.
Okay, so he's got 9. Okay. Nice afternoon off the bench for Eric, though. And another rebound.
He's got 8.
It is 8. I just scribbled out the 9. Okay. Yep. Noah in the paint lays it up and in.
Don't worry, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I got it. Telling you, my job gets easy. Whenever there's a running clock, my job gets easy.
All of our jobs get easy when that happens. Noah with the rebound, under a minute to go. And Norton back the other way. Balling with it near side. 45 seconds to play. 3 from the right side. And an air ball. It'll go back to the Bronx. Well, if they take their time throwing it back into play, they wouldn't have to even. There we go. And the Bronx are going to hold it. That's going to do it.
Ooh.
Yep, I
Scared
unplugged
me.
that. Sorry. I just unplugged that.
I was
computer.
not ready for that.
Hey, I could make it worse.
Yeah, please don't.
I could put my hand on the end of the wires there and really make it growl. The Bronx will improve to 3-1 on the season with a 71-30 win over the Norton Blue Jays. 4-11 this time. This game, their next game's not even going to start for another 55 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, that makes it better on us, too.
Yeah, makes it better on us, and we put them ahead of schedule, which they don't start early in this tournament. But congratulations to the Bronx as they win it 71-30. They will get their third place medals and their third place trophy to take home. Let's see, girls championship starting at 5. So yeah, they got 55 minutes to. Norton, the fourth place finishers.
This also means that the Lakin Bronx have won third place and will receive a third place championship trophy and medals. As they join us in court, sincerely congratulations to Coach Nate Schmidt and the Lakin Bronx. Everyone give a round of applause. The 2024 Topside Tipoff third place champions. Presenting the trophy and medals on behalf of Holiday Inn and Christopher Herman, Farm Bank and Trust, Shopkeeping, American Implement, Tim Neisler, are the ambassadors for Lakin, Donna Finner and Ryan Minnick. First to receive the trophy is head coach Nate Schmidt, whose hands are not full at all right now. Starting with number 0, Adrian Gomez Escobar. Number 1, Ross Ryder. Number 2, Austin Ritzema. Number 4, Nico Dumais. Number 10, Tyler Holloway. Number 11, Eric Munson. Number 15, Lucas McCombs. Number 21, Drew Patterson. Number 22, Noah Garcia. Number 24, Coulter Roden. Number 40, Isaac Yaquez. Number 45, Dorian Cantu. Once again, give it up for your third
Once again,
place
congratulations
champions,
to the
Lakin
Bronx.
Bronx.
Third place winners in this 36th annual Topside Tip-Off in Goodland. Let's look at Lakin scoring. Austin Ritzman leading the way with a game-high 18 points. Coulter and Nico Dumais followed with 12 points apiece. Tyler Holloway in double figures with 11. Eric Munson with 8. Noah Garcia with 5. Drew Patterson with 3. And Ross Ryder with a deuce. From the free throw line, the Bronx were 3 for 4 in the second half. They finished the game 7 of 10. And they improved to 3-1 on the year with this 71-30 win over the Norton Blue Jays. Well, we're going to make a quick one out of the postgame here. We're going to load it all up, sign off here, and head it back home. But I want to thank all the sponsors for what they do to make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. And we ask that you do the same if you visit their business or call them or whatever. But please thank them for what they do to make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. We couldn't do it without them. JD Ham, my technical support, I'll tell you what, would have had any of this if it wasn't for JD and I meeting 20 years ago. So I thank him for all he does. And, of course, Kaylin, thank you very much for all of your work for the 3 days.
Of course.
Jared, thanks for, I guess, harassing me for 2 days out of the 3. It sure was peaceful Thursday. He's not even listening. Doesn't even have his headset on.
What?
No, I was giving you a shout out, telling everybody how wonderful you were and how a model son you've been. And
Yeah. I heard about me missing out on the day. Don't worry.
yeah, it's just, thanks. I was thanking her for everything that she did for us these 3 days, and I thank you for just being around to harass you and how quiet it was Thursday without you here. But
Hey, sorry. I keep this ship afloat. Everyone needs a good drain plug.
you know what? You really do, and you did that for us in the girls' game earlier today, and I do appreciate all that you do for us on these broadcasts, and thank you very much. And what do you say we take a couple days off and we'll be back on the air Tuesday?
Perfect.
Sounds great.
All right. All right. That's going to do it for us here in Goodland. And I want to wish everybody the best. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. God bless. And we will be back on the air Tuesday when Sublette comes to town. Lady Bronx at 6, Bronx at 7:30. Until then, take care. Have a great rest of the weekend.